Great, we got the team. I don't see Craig yet, but I think we can get rolling because we have a quorum.
And I just started the recording.
You started recording. Okay, wonderful. All right, good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, 6:30 p.m. This is a meeting of the Bolton Advisory Committee. And once again, we're continuing our review of the budget. And we're down to the last few items. So on tap tonight is our town administrator. Hello, Marie. Okay.
Hello.
Share the spreadsheet and let me make this a little bigger. Okay. Well, Marie, you know the drill. You've seen enough of these.
Alrighty. I can also speak to the earlier select board budgets where there's the most minor changes. As mentioned last year, and this is more for Hannah, notable thing is that the wheat is an assessment. It is not an optional item. And for advertising, some of that has been the Mass Municipal Association and the job boards. So that's that. Pre-employment testing is encompassed in purchase of services as well as some of the Meridia clicker items.
Right. Okay. Are there any questions about the select board budget numbers? No. All right, we should vote on this. So if there are no questions, is there a motion to approve the select board budget for $19,660?
I move we approve the select board budget for $19,660.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Excellent. Okay. Now town administrator.
For town administrator, what you see under salary and wages is a reflection of the step and the COLA. Well, I'm getting my internet connection is unstable here. Let me know if I need to turn off my camera so that we can at least get the voice part.
Okay, so far so good.
Okay, good. The earlier lines that are included, hearing officer is in effect something that would address citations mainly surrounding fireworks. It's not been used. It's something that I've been in conversation with the fire chief about, whether it has utility. Deferred compensation is reference to an earlier contract of my predecessor. Likewise, phone reimbursement. Compensation reserve is the holdover for the collective bargaining agreements that would be ratified during the year. At present, for fiscal 26, we have one unratified agreement. And likewise, then the budget numbers that advisory had seen for that department reflect the existing contract. Hence, I'm also carrying compensation reserve fiscal 27, if that makes sense.
Okay.
For all other items, it's not that dramatic. I do want to point out, although the executive assistant is listed as wages, her role is FLSA exempt. And in effect, she is a salaried employee, meeting all the FLSA criteria. And that's that. Nothing terrifically.
Great. Any questions on the town administrator budget for Marie? If not, is there a motion to approve the town administrator budget for $290,422?
I move we approve the town administrator budget for $290,422.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Okay. 147, human resources.
This budget is unchanged from last year. In former years, up through the very first part of fiscal 25, some components have been used as a stipend for an individual in the town hall who was taking on the HR functions. At this point, I'm in discussions as I think our comp and class can use a little bit of freshening up. We have a bunch of folks who are at the very top step. The money that we're holding for fiscal 26, though, in case you're wondering, well, what's the plan for 26? This is being kept as a contingency for any HR matters, for investigations and the like. And education assistance is just there to backfill the bylaw requirement.
Marie, where are the contingency funds captured?
So it's the total, it's within the HR line, which is all exclusively purchase of services, of wanting to either be able to contract with an HR professional, having done an investigation or two since I arrived here, it's not the best use of the taxpayer dollars for me to do that.
I see. Okay, so the purchase of services captures the contingency part.
That, yeah,
Right.
yeah, that.
Okay. Questions for Marie on the human resources budget? If not, is there a motion to approve the human resources budget for $14,058?
I move we approve the human resources budget for $14,058.
Second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Okay, legal services.
Did you bring your darts, Bob?
Wow.
Through, obviously, it encompasses day-to-day as well as any legal expenses where the town is a party to ongoing litigation. They end up, our council ends up billing us 1 month following services. Jenny has been adeptly tracking, and I'm going to say through November, so the first 5 months, we're at 37,000. But again, there's some level of, we're not in entire control of that number.
So I know this is an impossible question, but do you have a sense of where we're going to land this year? Like over or above the 130?
Within the items that we can control, I would hope to land below the 130.
Okay. Okay, no, that'll be an improvement over the last few years. Good. Okay, but you think keeping the 130 for FY27
Yes.
at this point is probably wise because we don't know yet where we're going to land at the end of 26.
Some items have dropped off over the course of this fiscal year, but some of them remain.
Yeah. Okay, any more questions?
No.
Is there a motion to approve the legal services budget for 130,000?
I move we approve the legal services budget for 130,000.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. 192. Town Hall.
Town Hall. As was shown in the notes tab for the projections for heating and electric, what was done was a 15% increase over the fiscal 26. In some ways, this looks like a decrease. I mean, it does appear as a decrease. I'm hopeful by virtue of having a new electric contract that our electric will be lower. At this point, I've looked at Mass Energy Insight. We're in the range, but this is our best assessment.
Okay.
I'm
True
just
to-
curious, Marie, is that building really 5,000 square feet?
I believe that's what the master plan study had indicated, yeah, 5,000.
That's why I'm in there. That just amazes me. It doesn't seem that big.
Hmm.
I don't know. Gut reaction.
It's certainly not the most efficient use of space.
Here.
Marie, can you remind me the capital outlay line?
Sure, that is the Pitney Bowes and Canon, and then some of the increment in the supplies is also for cartridges for the big format printer. It's downstairs, but the capital outlay is our existing lease arrangements.
Okay. All right, other questions in the town hall budget? If not, is there a motion to approve the town hall budget for 42,278?
I move we approve the town hall budget for 42,278.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian. Brian?
Sorry about that. Aye.
Okay, and I'm an aye as well. Okay, and 195 town reports. Town reports.
There it is, associated printing increases.
Okay, any questions here? If not, is there a
Yes.
motion? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I assume that's required to be printed? As opposed to throw it out in a file?
We have to print a few copies. I want to say it's something like 7 copies.
That's 7 copies?
No, we print multiple copies and people pick them up, people ask for them,
Okay.
folks collect them, trade them with their friends. Yeah, yeah.
So it also includes the warrants. So it's the warrants and the annual reports.
That makes sense.
And there may be some unknown in this coming year, just because the delivery method of the warrant just changed in a recent
Right.
select board meeting in response both to the changes at the paper and the passing of the article at town meeting last year, no longer requiring it to be delivered to every no longer requiring a physical copy to be delivered to every household in town. So you might see that number going down next year. I think we were just a little too chicken to lower that number this year in an unknown
I'll
future.
keep my fingers crossed. Let's hope.
Mhm,
Let's hope we can save some trees.
mhm.
Right. But likewise, though, if it were a paper copy delivered, we're going to be getting a bunch of new households in fiscal 27.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the town reports budget for 3,623?
I move we approve the town reports budget for 3,623.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Okay. Moving down to 303. So this is our requirement to cover apparently one student in post-secondary vocational education.
Okay. I want to say that Jenny was amazing at trying to find and obtain a number. Ideally, what we would recommend would be a 3% increase of the fiscal 26. So that instead of 30,885 would be 31,811. But we have no number.
Okay.
It's very, very difficult to connect with that school.
Yeah. Okay. And we don't even have the actuals for 26, right? So we,
Correct.
well, it seems prudent to plan for a 3% increase.
When the actuals come in, will they truly be actuals or will they be an assessment?
It'll be an actual assessment. Last year we had to go and get a transfer for, I think, around 1,100, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
Because the actuals came in higher than we had anticipated.
thank you. One other really basic question, I'm sorry. Post-secondary, does that mean high school, basically?
It is anytime our vocational school, Minuteman, has a program or lacks a program that a student requires, and another school offers it, then we're required to send the student to that school.
Right,
Hopefully,
right.
hopefully I'm articulating that accurately, Marie.
Yes, and my loud cat agrees, but yes.
Okay, so other thoughts about increasing this by 3%? What do people think?
Sounds good to me.
So that would make this 31,812.
12, yeah, if you round up.
Nachka, does that work for you?
Yep.
All right, is there a motion to approve the post-secondary vocational education budget for 31,812?
I move we approve the post-secondary vocational education budget for 31,812.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Okay, and one more for Marie down at 945, insurance. Do we have these numbers? Are we confident in these, or is this an estimate?
This is a projection. So in effect, a 6% increase workers' comp and general liability, and a 5% increase of police and fire. Sort of like the standard Maya where we wait for the actual numbers. The other thing that we tweaked slightly is slightly more for unemployment. It also does not reflect, we've been working very hard to get clarity on the premium for the drone so that the drone will be licensed and take flight.
Okay. And we don't get a lot of say in this, right? This is effectively an assessment.
Right. It's effectively based on, a combination of our claims experience as well as the valuation of our, structures, the count of our employees, et cetera.
Okay.
One thing I noted, I was looking in the package, and it looks like we're still insuring the old fire building.
We are. It is still a structure.
I don't challenge that it's a structure, but it's a structure that we're discussing taking down. So it didn't seem to me that'd be something we'd want to insure.
Until it doesn't exist.
If we lose it tomorrow, we save 30 grand, I think. I got a book of matches here somewhere.
But if we lose it and we have insurance, we get a lot more than 30 out of it, I imagine.
Yes, but I think it's pretty darn unlikely that anything's going to happen to it other than it falls down. And my point is simply, and I'm not sure how material it is out of this 90 grand, but to me, it doesn't seem like something we'd want to insure.
But imagine that it falls and it lands on 3 passing cars.
Right, but I think that'd be like liability or something else. I'm
Well,
not
that
sure
is,
if that's covered in here. You raise a valid point. I don't know the answer. I don't want to act like I do. I'm just thinking of property damage.
Well, liability and property are in the same line with Maya.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right. And let's go. Let's keep that building up.
Uh,
I
all
don't
right.
know if anyone's saying that. I'm just saying, let's ensure it while it stays up.
No, you're right. Like I say, I was solely focusing on property.
Mhm.
Um, Marie or Jenny or Renatchka, can we expect different numbers between now and an annual town meeting, or is this as good as it's going to get? We should just vote on this.
I mean, these are the percentages that Maya gave us.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Is there a motion to approve the other insurance budget for $151,264?
I move we approve the other insurance budget for $151,264.
Second?
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Okay. Marie, thank you. That was your portion, and we actually have only two things left to vote on here: advisory committee and reserve fund. So the advisory committee line is $173 to cover our dues. Is there a motion to approve the advisory committee budget for $173?
I move we approve the advisory committee budget for $173.
Second?
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Okay, and then finally, the reserve fund, the recommendation is to keep it at 125,000 again. Anyone have concerns about that, or would like to see something different?
How are we tracking so far in actuals?
So far this year,
Yeah.
I can tell you that in a moment. We had one really large. Yeah, we've only had two transfer requests this year. One was for just about 52,000 for the water treatment, temporary water treatment issue, and then actually they were both for water issues. So about 54,000. We've got about 71,000 left.
Yeah, just adding on to that question, given the library situation, do we expect to need to draw from that?
We had said that we would set aside 35,000 if they needed to finish the temporary solution for the water treatment.
I think Greg might be talking about the heat.
Yeah, the current, no, it's basically unavailable right
So
now.
we got about,
the heat situation at the
Yeah,
library.
yeah.
Oh,
it
No,
sounds like we got about 35-ish
that,
or that and everything else.
that's covered with insurance claims through Maya for both the property, the library itself, as well as a claim for the equipment.
Okay, good. Thanks.
okay. Is there a motion to approve the reserve fund for 125,000?
I move we approve the reserve fund for $125,000.
Second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Okay. I think we have actually, other than education, I think we have covered everything in the budget. I wanted to go back and clean up a couple things though. So you'll recall a couple weeks ago we had a discussion about COLA increases. There was no COLA increase last year. As a committee, we had recommended a 3% increase this year. The select board actually settled on a 2% increase. So that's where we are. But that 2% increase was not captured in the budget numbers like when we started this process back in December. So it's captured now in the spreadsheet, but I thought it would be worthwhile for us to revote on those that were impacted. Everyone okay with that? That plan?
Sorry, Bob, say again, what did we assume when we voted the first time?
We assumed no COLA
No,
increase.
okay, no COLA increase. Got it.
So I've gone through and I've sort of highlighted on my version of the spreadsheet where you see the impact. And so like, you know, in the town accountant salary, for example, now it reflects this 2% increase. So if everyone's okay with that, I just wanted to run through and quickly revote. The only change to our discussion whenever we discussed all these line items is that 2% COLA increase that we see in some of the salary and wages. So it impacts the town accountant budget, and the new amount is $144,063. So is there a motion to approve the town accountant budget for $144,063?
I move we approve the town accountant budget for 144,063.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
I abstain.
Brian. Brian?
Aye.
And I'm also an aye. Okay, excellent. Let's see, go down here. Okay, town clerk is also impacted. So the new town clerk budget is 106,186. Is there a motion to approve town clerk budget?
I move we approve the town clerk budget for 106,186.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Let's see. Conservation Commission is impacted. The new Conservation Commission budget is 103,761. Is there a motion to approve that budget?
I move we approve the Conservation Commission budget for 103,761.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Yes. Okay, the police department wages are impacted. The new police department budget is $1,817,889. Is there a motion to approve the police department budget?
I move we approve the police department budget of $1,817,889.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Ninashka, just a quick question, even though we just voted on it. Did something else change in this number? That you know, was there like an hourly change or a rate change or something?
I don't have the changes in front of me. So if
Okay.
this is the one that I emailed today, these are all up to date.
What-
Okay, it
yeah,
is.
It's just reflecting, I mean, as the contract is unsettled, it's just reflecting one step for the existing officers in the existing contract parameters.
Okay. All right. Building inspector wages. So the new building inspector budget is 34,984. Is there a motion to approve the building inspector budget?
I move we approve the building inspector budget for 34,984.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Abstain.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Animal Control Officer. Is there a motion to approve the Animal Control Officer budget for 21,443?
I move we approve the Animal Control Officer budget for 21,443.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Not that. Okay, the highway budget is impacted. The new highway budget is 1,011,803. Is there a motion to approve this budget?
I move we approve the highway budget for $1,011,803.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Maybe that's it. Oh, no. Board of Health, the new Board of Health budget is 68,771. Is there a motion to approve Board of Health budget?
I move we approve the Board of Health budget for $68,771.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and I'm also an aye. Council on Aging, the new Council on Aging budget is 137,811. Is there a motion to approve that budget?
I move we approve the Council of Aging budget. Well, whichever one it is, it's different on 495 and 507. Anyway, the Council of Aging budget for 137,811.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
I'm also an aye. And the Veterans Service budget is impacted. The new Veterans Service budget is an even 40,000. Is there a motion to approve that budget?
I move we approve the Veteran Services budget for $40,000.
Second.
Roll call, Craig,
Aye.
Don,
Aye.
Greg,
Aye.
Brian,
Aye.
I'm an aye as well. Okay. And that's it. And the others were already captured when we voted on them. So I think,
What are those red highlights?
oh, sorry. That was a note to myself. Ninotchka, if you could just take a look at those two in your master version of the spreadsheet.
Is there a cell error?
A little bit,
Yeah, it's at
Minor.
least 4K.
very minor. Okay. So that is really all of the expenditures. The one big unknown, as usual, every year is the education line. And so Ninotchka went in and assumed, Ninotchka, this is the budget as it stands now, like sort of their initial position.
So they have a school committee meeting tomorrow, so they posted their agenda with their materials. And in the materials, it says their goal is to get to 4.77 for us. So I figured that was a good thing to add to the spreadsheet.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've been pushing them for 3.
It's not gonna happen.
Every percentage is roughly 200K, every percentage point in the operating expense. Yeah. So our next meeting, we'll have a discussion with the school district and see where we are. Okay. Is there anything else to discuss?
I have some results from the Houghton building.
Okay.
We had, Hannah and I had raised some questions about whether the Houghton Building repairs had anything in there for insulation, weatherization, those sort of things to try to cut down. I went through the spreadsheet and had a couple of general concerns. One was the assessment was done at least 4 years ago. The costs have increased, the building has deteriorated, and codes have increased. So I'm generally concerned about the cost. I think they had it in at like 270 or something. As an example, they had in painting at about 23,000, whereas now it's at, I don't know, what's it, 100,000. So I have some concerns about the reality of fixing that. Secondary or primarily in response to the questions, there was nothing in there about adding insulation or doing anything for weatherization beyond replacing some worn out caulking on the outside of the building.
Okay. So does that change the estimate in the capital spreadsheet for this year? Do you think it's going to go up?
I'm not, well, I don't think we ever got the estimate for the painting. I don't think it would impact that, but I think this was more for, the long-term viability of that building. What do we want to do?
Yeah.
My point on that is one more of, I think it's going to cost a heck of a lot more, technical term, heck of a lot more, than is on that spreadsheet. I know, the past 4 years have had the highest inflation and all the issues. So, but it also did not have anything in there to do anything to reduce heating and electric costs.
Yeah.
And I believe the same sort of thing was in the town hall too. Just nothing was in there. It was, this is broken, so we got to fix this, or this is really all, we should replace it.
Mhm. And if I recall, our discussion last week sort of settled on the advisory was leaning towards recommending that any funding for the Houghton Building and Town Hall, actually maybe it was just the Houghton Building, go into the capital, right, the capital stabilization fund, with the stipulation that we delay for a little while until the select board sort of comes to a decision about the long-term prospects.
Right. And, that was, we just I know Hannah and I were concerned about an omission, a pretty big omission in our mind as far as the future of that building.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the concerns continue.
Yep.
Marie, do you have a sense of if this will be part of a future discussion with the select board between now and annual town meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate John and Hannah going through the amazing sheet of assessments with, sections and details on every broken item. Nothing in that spreadsheet, though, as Don mentioned, is for improvements per se. It is all repair.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Don. Thanks for the review and the report out on it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anyone have anything else? So we're off next week. We get a break. And then the following week is the Tri-Town discussion with the school district. That's being hosted by, I think Stowe is hosting this year. Yeah, I shot an email out to everyone. You saw that there's some discussion about potentially moving the meeting to Thursday instead of Wednesday. So, you know, that may happen, but I'll send out a note later with like the final dates and times and all that. Okay. There is nothing else. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Second?
All right, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, thanks, everyone. Enjoy the
Thank you.
week off. See you in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Have a good night.